Start.
Dear students, welcome to my first online class. I am S.M. Wahiduzzaman, Assistant English Teacher of Mikshimil Rudagara High School. Today, I shall teach you an important English class also. You know, our classes or our school has been suspended for a long time because of coronavirus. It has now a global disaster also. But not only our government but also all over the world leaders were trying heart and soul to cope with this disastrous situation. Dear students, our school authority has decided to arrange online classes. Today, I am trying to teach you English second paper, class 9. Today I shall teach you classification of sentences. Before going to my class plan, I shall teach you something relative on. First, I shall discuss what is sentence or what is called sentence. What is sentence? Dear students, you know, a sentence is a group of words which expresses our ideas and thoughts. A sentence is a group of words. Look, a group, G-R-O-U-P, group of words. A sentence is a group of words which expresses our ideas and thoughts. Dear students, I shall write a sentence. I read a story. This is a sentence. I shall write another sentence, another parts of sentence, not sentence. Dear students, here is two sentences. One is complete sentence and another is not a complete sense, because here a complete sentence. Complete sentence means a subject and a verb and object or extension or complement etc. And this sentence is decorated in well planned. There subject, verb and object, and I think it expresses my thoughts and my ideas to you. But in another sentence we can see here is auxiliary verbs or here to be verb, not auxiliary verb, here to be verb. Mridul, a subject, student, object or complement, good, an adjective, good adjective. It is not well arranged. Though every word is a meaningful word, but it will not, but it has no arrangement. It has no well arranged. If the sentences are written in this way, then it is a complete sentence. Look, this sentence I can write down this way. Miridul, subject, Miridul, to be verb, is, here main verb, is a article, good adjective, student. It is a complete sentence because it expresses our ideas and thoughts. A group of words, a sentence is a group of words which express our ideas and thoughts is called sentence. Sometimes, dear students, sometimes a single word is a sentence. A single word. As for example, when a single word is a complete sentence, I shall write down bulbul. Now I shall write down a dialogue. Bulbul, will you go to Dhaka? Will you go to Dhaka yesterday? When will you go to Dhaka tomorrow? T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W. Will you go to Dhaka tomorrow? Tutul. Will you go to Dhaka? Will you go to Dhaka tomorrow? Tutul. Yes. Dear students, here Bulbul and Tutul, two persons. One person asks a question, and another person has given his answer. Yes, affirmative answer. And yes is a single word, and it has expressed complete sense. When he has answered yes, there is no question. He has expressed his idea. Yes, I shall go to Dhaka tomorrow. Not these words here no need. Yes is a complete sentence. Dear students, sentence has different meaning. I shall give you some examples. According to meaning, sentences are five kinds. Number one, assertive. A-S-S-E-R-T-I-V. Assertive sentence. Assertive sentence means a statement. A statement. When a person gives a statement about anything is called assertive sentence. A sentence is a assertive sentence. How will we identify? Assertive sentence, how will we identify? Look at the blackboard, please. Student, subject plus verb plus object. When you see a sentence has started subject, then verb, then object or complement, and last full stop, then you will easily identify it is an assertive sentence. There is no sentence who has subject first except assertive sentence. Only assertive sentence has subject first. Second, interrogative. Interrogative. Interrogative sentence. First, auxiliary verbs. And to identify the interrogative sentence, you can easily identify to see a sign, interrogative sign, or interrogative sign, questionable sign. To see the sign, you can easily understand that it is an interrogative sentence, and its structure also. And it has structure also. Structure, auxiliary verbs or WH question. WH means those words who have first WH, when, which, how, where, exceptional, where, whom, etc. And auxiliary verbs, there are a lot of auxiliary verbs. I want to say something of it. Of am, is, are, was, were, has, have, had, shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, do, did, does, if we need. Dear students, number 3, imperative sentence. Imperative sentence means command or order, request, command, order, etc. Request, command, order, etc. To identify the imperative sentence, I want to write down here an structure. A structure. Verb plus object. Dear students, verb is a line of any sentences. If there is no verb, there is no sentence. Verb is essential. Object, sometimes object is needed, sometimes object is untold. I shall give an example. I eat, ami khai. It's a complete sentence. Yes, there is no object. Object here is untold. I eat. If I write down here rice, then it is complete. Then it expresses complete sense. I eat rice. Sometimes subject is untold. Here subject is not needed if these sentences is if the subject is second person in respect of second person. There is no subject here. Subject you second person, you know, you untold, you here no needed. But if the person is first person or third person, then structure will be let plus object plus let plus object plus verb. Let plus object plus verb. Here students, here I shall give another example. Come here. These sentences, if we notice this sentence here is not object, here is adverb. As a result, single verb means do, eat is also a sentence. Do is a single word and it is also a sentence. Here object, all times object is not used. Another example here, let me do the sum. Let me do the sum. Dear students, number 4, optative sentence. Optative sentence means desire or pray, desire. To identify this sentence, you always find this sentence has started May, 1st May. This sentence is always started this word May. I am giving an example. May Allah bless you. Dear students, when you notice that when a sentence is started by May, you can easily identify that it is an optative sentence. Finally, exclamatory sentence. To identify exclamatory sentence, you will always find a sign, note of exclamation. It's a sign. To see the sign, you can easily identify this is an exclamatory sentence. I shall give an example. What a fine picture. What a fine picture it is. It is. Its structure as hot a or an oblique house plus adjective plus subject plus verb plus at last note of exclamation. This is the structure of exclamatory sentences. How nice the bird is, how big the river is, etc. Besides what and how, another form of exclamatory sentence, very fast we can use interjections. Hurrah, H-U-R-R-A, hurrah, bravo, alas, ah, ooh, etc. Besides this, exclamatory sentence is begun with if. Now I shall give an example also. Hurrah, H-U-R-R-A-H, hurrah. We have won the game. Or if I were a child, again. If I were a child again. Dear students, now structure. Now I want to go to, according to structure, the sentences are three kinds. According to structure. Number one, simple sentence. Number two, compound sentence. Number three, complex sentence. Simple in Bengali meaning সরল বাক্য. Compound. Dear students, I shall use sometimes Bangla for your better understanding. Compound sentence যৌগিক বাক্য. Complex sentence জটিল বাক্য. What is simple sentence? When we see a sentence only a subject, a finite verb and object or complement also is called simple sentence. A subject, a finite verb and object or complement if have. Compound sentence, a sentence having independent sentence, one or twos join, one or twos added coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunction. I can say simply two simple sentences. When two simple sentences are added coordinating conjunctions. As for example, and, but, or, etc. Then it is called compound sentence. When two simple sentences or dependent clauses are added by some coordinating conjunctions, then it is called compound sentence. Dear students, next, complex sentence. Complex sentence, same kind. Some different things here is two simple sentence also. When the two simple sentence added some another conjunctions and a coordinating conjunctions without coordinating conjunctions here is used. Another conjunctions such as when, if, though, although, before, after, etc. It is called dependent or subordinate conjunction also. Dependent or subordinate conjunction. Why it is called dependent or subordinate? Because, dear students, I shall give an example. He went to Dhaka. It's a simple sentence. He bought a shirt. It's another simple sentence. Here two simple sentences. One subject, one finite verb. It's a simple sentence. One subject, one finite verb. It's another simple sentence. When we add the two sentences by coordinating conjunctions, then it is turned into compound sentence. Here I want to use and. He went to Dhaka and he bought a shirt. As he and he is a same person, so we shall not use this he. Same person. He went to Dhaka and bought a shirt. It's a compound sentence. Dear students, same sentence. He went to Dhaka. Full stop. He bought a shirt. Another simple sentence. Dear students, when we shall use subordinating conjunction here, then it is turned into complex sentence. When he went to Dhaka. Here I want to put a sign comma and he. When he went to Dhaka, he bought a shirt. Dear students, here I want to use Bangla for your better understanding. When he went to Dhaka, যখন সে ঢাকা গেল, হি বট এ শার্ট, সে একটা শার্ট কিনলো। এখানে এই হি বট এ শার্ট একটা সিম্পল সেন্টেন্স এবং ডিপেন্ডেন্ট ক্লজ, এটারে বলা আছে মেইন ক্লজ, এটা আছে মেইন ক্লজ। আর এই ক্লজটা আছে সাবঅর্ডিনেট ক্লজ। ক্লজ মিন্স বাক্যের অংশ, বাক্য অংশ। আর এই অংশটা আছে সাবঅর্ডিনেট ক্লজ। কেন আমি বাংলায় সেই উদাহরণটা দিয়েই শেষ করব। এটা মেইন ক্লজ কারণ এই সেন্টেন্সটা অর্থ প্রকাশের জন্য অন্য কোনো সেন্টেন্সের বা অন্য কোনো শব্দের সাহায্য নিচ্ছে না। হি বট এ শার্ট, সে একটা শার্ট কিনলো। এখানে আর কোনো প্রশ্ন থাকে না কেন কিনলো, এ প্রশ্ন করার সুযোগ নাই। কিন্তু আমরা যখন এই সেন্টেন্সটার অর্থ করতে যাব, when he went to ঢাকা, যখন সে ঢাকা গিয়েছিল, মনে প্রশ্ন থেকে যায় তাহলে কি হলো? এই কথা, এই সেন্টেন্সটা কিন্তু সম্পূর্ণ অর্থ প্রকাশ করতে পারে নাই। এই তখনই সম্পূর্ণ অর্থ প্রকাশ করেছে যখন এর সঙ্গে অ্যাড হয়েছে, এর সঙ্গে অ্যাড হয়ে সম্পূর্ণ অর্থ দিচ্ছে। when he went to ঢাকা he bought a shirt, it is a complete sense, এখানে আর কোনো প্রশ্ন থাকে না। Dear students, thank you a lot. Please stay at home and safe.